Welcome back to Anno 1800. It's been a few days since I recorded last. As I mentioned in the previous episodes, there has been a few things going on in my life, which is, it has been weighing heavily on my mind. I have made an announcement in the Discord community server, of which you will find the link in the description if you're interested. But suffice to say that a close family member of mine is leaving this world, and I don't know when, but it will be soon. So that is why I was a bit of a headless chicken in the last episode. Things will be fine. It is the natural cycle of life and all that, but it's still, of course, painful and weighing on my mind. But those kind of not so happy news aside, let's get back to the game. Playing the game is definitely helping me keeping my mind off of things, so I haven't done a lot of major things since the last episode. We're still at the 4 investor houses here. That is one of the things that we really need to get done in this episode, because my influence is dangerously low, 203, and a lot of it is going into islands, and I think I might have overextended myself on the island expansion thing. Then again, I'm at profile level 39, and I should be able to get safely to profile level 45 without going completely bonkers when it comes to population. So, very quick recap of what I've done in the old world. The Docklands have been a little bit upgraded. I've also moved the commuter pier, but we'll get back to that. So Docklands has several more modules, and we are currently working on importing chocolate, because we need to import chocolate to get tobacco and a coffee unlocked. And after that, I will probably unlock cigars via unlocking or importing coffee. I'm also importing cement because that is required to unlock brass and gold. I like that it's 1404 that we need to import of that. 1800 chocolate, 1080 coffee. That's curious. Maybe they're going to have an Anno 1080. Who knows? For those of you who don't know, the numbers of the Anno games always go up to 9, or they add up to 9. So 1800 is, of course, 1 plus 8 is 9. 1404, 1 plus 4 plus 4 is 9. 1503, 2070, 2205, and so forth. So this 1080 might actually be a little Easter egg. Who knows? Because there is no game that is Anno 1080. Sure, entirely how that would work, but we shall see if it does happen. But you see, 2205 tallow that we need to import. I also need to do the tallow importing, because that will unlock filaments and caoutchouc. Ganymedia, we will be importing pocket watches as well. But this is the current setup I have. I'm exporting fur coats, coffee, gramophones, work clothes, champagne, and schnapps. And I'm importing tallow, cement, and chocolate. I'm focusing on chocolate right now because I want to get the coffee unlocked. And that should happen. Yeah, that will happen on the next visit from Captain Tobias, which is in about 20 minutes-ish, because he needs to get from the map edge to the Docklands. I've also managed to upgrade champagne into level 4 good, same with work clothes, and schnapps is at level 3. I don't think I have exported any other good. No. I did import a lot of plantains because that was required to unlock chocolate. So, but we can make use of the plantains when we get the World's Fair, because that is one of the basic goods that is required there. Eventually, we will also want to unlock things like bombins and the scholar goods that we will get eventually, but that is eventually. So, I'm not sure how the Docklands is going to be visibly what the design will be when I'm getting nearer to the end of it. But this is, I'm fine with this for now. It has an attractiveness of 585 because all of the modules that are linked. And that's really nice because, I mean, that is a majority of the island attractiveness. That's 1/3 of it. Now the commuter pier, I moved over here and I made some temporary stuff with these piers that we have here. I also moved the large oil harbor because that was over there. I moved it all the way into the edge here. And everything here is now gone. This one is also just temporarily put up there. I've built some more cargo ships. And I'm contemplating using a cargo ship on this one. But I might just use another clipper, because a clipper doesn't cost more than 175 in upkeep, I think. Yeah, whereas a cargo ship is 500. And for this tiny distance here, it feels kind of wasteful to have a cargo ship. At least this early in the game, even though I'm literally waddling in money here. So I also moved the fish. There is no more fish industry on this island here. That's all gone. I've moved that down to the Wives Vineyard, which is the new name of this island. Put the fish industry down here. And this public mooring here is probably going to be torn down eventually, because this island is not going to be very attractive as we build things further out on the island. I might use this island as for the industry. Not sure about the which industry, but we'll see. Up at the Manor of Bliv, I have expanded the city or village or port town or whatever. Apparently it's a port town, so let's go with the town. Expanded it a little bit, trying to make it self-sufficient for the workers. So they have everything they need, producing everything of this on the island. We have work clothes out here, we have fish, we have a commuter pier, which perfectly fit in the middle there, which was not a bad thing. I'm making some soap down here. Then we have some pig farms with silos, of course. We have a couple of grain farms. No tractors here. I don't see the point of that. We have a couple of rendering works for the soap. And some more wheat farms and hop farms up here, together with the mine. And then we have the industry down here in the harbor area. I don't think that I want to electrify this island, but we'll see. Electrification definitely helps on the number of workers and farmers, but particularly workers, although it does affect the farmers as well. But with the shared island workforce that I have, I don't feel that I really need to worry about that right now. Up on Rindhoven, we have the oil. I think I showed that in the previous episode, but just to make sure, we have oil going from Rindhoven to the vineyards, so that I can have... oh, this is not the vineyards. The vineyards are down here. So that we can have fuel for the tractor barns on these 4 vineyards here. I've also set up the blueprints for sand mines here, and I was contemplating making a power plant so that I can electrify these, but then I remembered that that might not be necessary, as I can import the quartz sand with Docklands. And one of the things with quartz sand is that coastal space like this is at a premium, and except for fish, I mean, I have 3 of them here, but we are going to need more glass, and having sand mines everywhere, it's going to be mild annoyance. It's very likely that eventually I will have to, but yeah, for now, I will probably just import via Docklands. In the new world...
in the right place.
Yeah, thank you. We apparently have a quest, so let's look at that. He wants some plantains and fish oil. That shouldn't be a problem. And we get some plantain saplings that which I will sell. As you can see, I've prepared the Wiv's Paradise Island with some railroads here. I've set up the blueprints for an oil refinery. The oil springs on this island are very inconveniently placed. These 5, that's fine, but these 2 here... I mean, I'll probably set up another refinery over here. I might be able to place this trade union in such a way that I can actually cover both that oil refinery there. Let's see, just for funsies. Let's see, can I? I'll have to turn it around like that. I'm fairly sure that is covered by the trade union. But I don't want to build the trade union yet because of the 20 influence cost that the trade union costs. I have, however, built a trade union down here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coffee plantations here. Now this trade union contains some hybrid coffee beans, which they are not required because the island does have coffee fertility, but it does provide 25% productivity. And that is the reason why I have them in there. I also have the arborist, which gives us plus 15% more productivity and reduces the number of modules by 10%. And in addition to that, it also gives us 1 tobacco every 5 cycles. And finally, I do have horticulturalist Herman, which is an additional 20% productivity and also reduces the number of modules by an additional 20%. And we get red peppers at every 12th cycle, potatoes at every 11th cycle, and grapes at every 13th cycle. Those 3 I'm probably just going to ignore because, yeah. But it is enough
has ended.
That we are actually making 3 tons of tobacco per minute, which I will probably ship down to the island where we're going to produce the cigars. Let's sign a new non-aggression pact with La Fortune. In addition to that, I've also set up 4 corn farms. These are not trade unionized. They are just for the tortillas. And I also have a trade union up here. This one does have a coffee sommelier. Sommelier? Or sommelier? I'm not entirely sure. But 30% productivity and halving the workforce, and additionally it substitutes the obreros with jornaleros, means that these only require 75 jornaleros instead of 150 obreros each. And we have 4 coffee roasters. And that means we are producing as much as 14 tons of coffee per minute, which is absolutely fantastic. We also have 1 tortilla maker here. And the tortilla maker is affected by the Mole Master, which replaces beef with fish oil in addition to increasing the productivity by 30%. This guy is really nice because the cattle farms that you build in the New World, they are... they have 6 modules and these modules are huge. I know there is a quote-unquote perfect layout for these, but you require so many of them because you require 2 of them per, and we already require 2 corn farms per tortilla maker. I don't remember exactly how many obreros 1 tortilla maker can sustain. I think we are very, very comfortable on tortillas at the moment. Yeah, we're producing 3 tons per minute and we're barely using a little over 1. Now the final thing that I've done on this island is that I've built more sugar plantations, or rather sugar cane plantations. I also had to build 1 more plantain plantation and some additional fish oil factories. 1 for the fried plantains and also 2 for the tortilla makers down here. So yeah, it's been this island has been interesting. I also had to add a little bit more lumberjacks, and I've also upped the rum production, so we have 6 distilleries instead of just the 1 that we used to have. And on top of that, because that means we're producing 12 tons of rum per minute, so on top of that I have set up 2 new trade routes. 1 with a cargo ship that is carrying rum, and it is at full capacity, which is great. The other one for coffee, this one is not at full capacity, but that does not surprise me. The Kautschuk one is also now replaced with a cargo ship, so I'm using cargo ships, and you can see the items equipped there as well. We'll get back to that. I've also settled a couple more islands down here. We have Rio de Juanita. Haven't built anything there yet. We have Bovima, which I also have not built anything on yet. I'm not 100% sure where I'll do the chocolate production. That's a question as of yet. But one thing that I definitely want to do is I want to make sure that I get fuel. Fuel in the New World is very, very important because it basically means that one farm equals 4 farms without. So with the very, very bizarre layout of the islands in the New World, with the rivers and all, I definitely want to get fuel production down here as soon as possible. I've also settled this island where I've built a small jornalero colony. It's currently a town because of the town carnival, but I do think this is just a small village. There's not many jornaleros living here. This is for the tobacco fertility. There is no oil on this island, so I'll have to get oil in from one of the other islands, but there is ample space on this island, as I talked about in a previous episode, for growing tobacco. Whether I'll make the cigars on this island or I will make them on the main island, this is most likely going to be the main island. This industry will probably be moved, and the colony will just wind itself down this way here. And then this could be the industrial area. I will move the lumberjack huts off the island because I've gotten some very, very good items. I got the Vincent drag saw. That was from a quest. That's 50% productivity for all lumberjack huts. And then I also got the Teutonic technical secateurs, which is another additional 40% productivity. And then the forest density is increased by 30%, which means that, well, it says outright, reduces the number of trees needed to reach optimal productivity. But again, I do not want to waste influence on these things right now. The hybrid seeds that I have, I bought these for the 25% productivity mainly. I also have the Kanti of the quinoa, which I can put into the trade union that is covering the tortilla makers, but I don't feel she's good enough to warrant replacing the Confesseur, which gives us additional chocolate, which I forgot to mention earlier. 40% productivity and extra chocolate on every 4th cycle from the coffee roasters. So the coffee roasters are at 170% productivity, so they produce every 17 seconds, which means we get about 1 chocolate per minute. Which also means that it is probably a very good idea to have the chocolate industry on this island, but since it doesn't have cocoa fertility, I'm going to have to, for instance, get that from Rio de Juanita. Let's just look at this quest.
If we reach the top, this will bring us closer.
Yeah,
to
that'll
this done?
be done easily
Of
enough.
course you could do
Gunner. Back in the old world, we have 2 expeditions. Yeah, I also have battle cruisers now. I sold off the ships of the line, and I have 4 battle cruisers instead for the expedition. So let's have a look at that. We have a pirate hunt, which has returned.
A great moment for all of us.
Pirate hunts usually do not give good rewards. Well, I'm not going to complain from the Sing's steel double hull, but it's very unlikely that I will be using it because I have no plans of going to war with anyone. These maps, such a waste. Let's unload what we can here. Then we have the botanical expedition. These can give sheet music. 3 legendaries. That's pretty nice actually there. You get the Jujube Lotus. I think I was looking for this, so I'm quite happy about that. Let me just have a little sneak peek at my cheat sheet here. No, this wasn't the one that I was looking for. We got the Brazil Nut Tree. And we also got the Hades Asphodel. Asphodelus infernum. I have no idea what plant this is. It looks like an orchid though. Let's do the same here, unload what we can. And let's send the battle cruisers out here. I'm going to unload the rum over into Audacious and send it down to sell off to the pirates, or rather Anhalo. And I have the final battle cruiser hanging around down here because sell. She probably doesn't have anything of interest. No. So let's just send the
fair trade.
battle cruiser back to... Where am I? Here.
Battle path set.
Now, as I also mentioned in the previous episode, I wanted to open Cape Trelawney, which I have done.
Cargo station.
And this is very important to open up Cape Trelawney. So the first thing that we'll do after my 22-minute almost speech about what I've done so far is going to be to go to Old Nate. We're going to do some transmutation here. I named the Salvador Scrap Anna because I didn't really know what to name it, so I feel that's a decent enough name. I've set up a buy order on the crown.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Thank you. So I'm buying nice and special scrap from Nate up to the maximum amount of 300. And the reason for that is the items that we transmute to here. This one is obviously better than the epic version. But as you can see, this gives a cargo slowdown of minus 50% in addition to a movement speed bonus of 15%. Whereas this one gives a 25% movement speed bonus and a cargo slowdown and a damage slowdown, that was difficult to say,
We don't need you,
of minus 100% to each. Now, what I'm doing on my cargo vessels to just keep things simple is I'm using, it's very unlikely that I get one of those, but dum it's much cheaper to reroll at Nate's. This one, there it is. I use the controllable pitch propeller, which gives an additional 50% cargo slowdown, so let's just buy that off him and put it into the salvager. So if you combine that with the that was the wrong button. Combine that with the jet propeller. That's 100% cargo slowdown, and in addition you get 30% movement speed. Now you could combine it with this one to get 40% movement speed, but really, I mean, this one isn't that bad. The problem with it is that you need the special scrap, which takes a bit longer to build up than the nice scrap. So let's transmute a few of these. I like to have, since the cargo vessels have 2 slots, I like to have one of each of these as the items in the cargo vessels. Just keep it simple. No need to make it complicated. With this one is more for the 1-slot vessels because that gives you all in one. I don't really need a damage slowdown. I apparently can't say the word slowdown. I do not know why. But now what I'm going to do is just send the salvager back to the chateau. And yeah, One thing that you can do here in Cape Trelawney is settle, and that is something that I actually could do, settle the smallest islands so that I don't use up my influence. This is a really nice island, actually. Because the more warehouses you have, the more buy orders you can set up, and the quicker you will get the nice and special scrap. So just setting up warehouses on the islands around on Cape Trelawney and have a cargo ship, could even be a schooner. You just take that and set up a trade route, and it goes to pick up the scrap from the various islands around and dump them off at the Crown Falls, which I have of course renamed to the Crown of With, naturally, and that gives you a very good setup for getting scrap as quickly as possible, so you can transmute faster. Now, we do want to do some building as well. I can see that Benta has a quest for me. I've done many of these quests.
Wide blue horizons? We
Just to
doubled our
deliver
efforts.
bread. I mean, that's not a problem. Let's do that. I'm trying to see if I can get... If I just do all of her quests, if that'll make her give me the more lucrative quests. So far, no luck there. I suspect that the quests are just purely random. But these investors, they are going to require a members club at 750. That's for their happiness. They are also going to start requiring cigars at 750. The chocolate is at 1750. Brain works well today.
I love the fire
Still a bit of a
service.
headless chicken
They
here.
help me a lot.
Apparently I've had a fire, no idea where. Let's upgrade more of these into investors. That gave us a resident quest. I'm trying to corner the executive. Okay, so he wants a rum. Trying to corner the executive lunch rush with these corn... Oh no, he's going to want tortillas.
This would be
Yeah, I might have some of those on the island. I do. We got an intoxicator. Yay. Now, how many investors did that put us at? 853. And that means that the cigars and the members club have been unlocked. They are not happy with the pollution, but I don't really care about that. The members club, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to
Upon
put
my
that.
stars, I never doubted you.
Let me just have a look here. Members club. If I put it there, it won't reach everything up there, which is a problem. How about there? Yeah, no, this looks not promising. If I put it there, where the hospital is. It still won't reach. I'm pretty darn sure it won't reach there either. No. And same will happen here. Well, that will work. Amazingly enough, that will just work. How can I do that? Let's see, this hospital needs to move. That means we need a 4x4 square. I'm going to have to redo this then. Let's see here. If we take... Let's just grab this. And this. I mean, I don't know why I'm bothering moving farmers' houses around. I could just build them. And then... see. Let's tear down these. Let's actually tear down these as well. And
atop our beautiful
build a road
friendship
there.
cake.
Go away.
How unexpected.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. Now, we do need that road. If I move the pub there, I remove this road, and I move the city center. Yeah, that's perfect. Do that. I'll
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
have a look at that eventually. I don't want the hospital too far away. Let's move this and this temporarily over there. I wish there was a mass move, like the blueprint thing, like this pipette, where I can just do this. That would be very useful. Remove this road. Put a road down there, move the hospital over there. And then we can build a members club here. That is perfect. Let's see, what is the front? Oh, I did that
Worthy
one.
of the plaudits.
I have no idea what a plaudit is, but if you say so. Now... yeah, I think this works. If I do this and then this, and we can hold down shift to remove these. Then I get 2 more residences in here. Perfect. Okay. So now they will have access to a members club, and it's dark green all the way down here.
Proceed without hitch.
I can upgrade this one. You're going to have perfect coverage. That was very nice, actually. And it's still dark green here, so that means we don't need more than one of these. I mean, they aren't that expensive, but the 6x6 footprint, that is the main quote-unquote concern I have with that one. So with those investors up and running, we are going to have to deal with cigars. Currently, I think we have a stock of cigars, which is going to last us for quite some time. Let's see here. We are using less than 1 ton per minute. Yeah, that's going to last us for 57, 100, 240. Probably going to last me for 6 to 8 hours. We might have cigars on the other islands as well. Not here. But if they have festivals, specifically if they have the beer festival, that's when you get free champagne, cigars, chocolate, rum, I believe. Yep, it's these and rum. Might also be beer, I don't remember. But we do need to set up production of cigars. Let's see, do you sell an... yeah, you do sell an oil tanker. That is very handy. I will happily pay 300,000 for it, because that means I don't have to wait. Send this to Wiv's Paradise. We got an influence bonus, probably, yeah, the trade one, since that was 5. Does Isabel sell an oil tanker as well? She does not. Okay. We will then go back to the chateau and we will build an oil tanker. I need to. For this one, we'll drop off all of these items, and I think we have everything we need to continue with the transmutation process in the New World. As you can see, we're running a little bit low on windows, and steel has also been a constant thorn in my side. I do have 1 steelworks, which is plenty when I do have the general foreman. We're getting 5 tons per minute, but still, I've been struggling with that. But glass, we're producing way too little glass, so I might have to set up more glass. I don't think any of these affects glass, so we could probably set up glass anywhere, but it will require more of the glass itself, which Yeah, that will be a problem, I think, because I think this requires 4 per minute. No, it doesn't. It only requires 2 per minute. Okay, let's set up another window maker then. Does the electricity go all the way out here, I wonder? I know this is affected, so this is fine. Can I fit you in here somewhere? Apparently not. Okay, you'll just have to go there then. As for wood, we are producing wood on Docklands. Do we have enough wood? Raw materials, Chateau Docklands. Yeah, plenty. Good. That will help us out with the windows.
Hail to thee, high above the rest.
I think these guys are mostly, since we have stopped a lot of consumption. Oh yeah, we are fine on that. We can upgrade more artisans. I've done this so that I can see the range of the town hall I have in here. Let's upgrade these two. Yep, and then these two, and then we can continue to upgrade more of them. That shouldn't really affect... Yeah, the beer is getting close, but other than that, we are fine. We have ample sausages, ample bread, definitely enough soap. No issues at all with schnapps or work clothes. Work clothes I'm overproducing in abundance because of the Docklands. And with the vineyards, we are also producing enough fish. Actually, upgrading these reduces the need for fish, so I think we can safely upgrade more of these. See what that does. Yeah, that means we have a little too little beer. That was a weird sentence. We do have patron Mertens here, but the problem with him is that these no longer have the pub need, so I might have to switch him out with Gordon, which I will do. And that should probably dump our... Yep, that dumped our need for beer immediately. And that means we can upgrade the rest of the worker buildings here. So let's do that. That means that every single house within the range of this town hall should be covered. And, of course, be artisans. We are running a little bit low on workers, but that is not a big issue. I'm not very worried about that. This town hall over here, I don't really want to bother with building it because of the influence again. But we will upgrade a couple more farmer residences into to workers in this part of town. So if we just do this and that, we should be fine.
Hard work's paying.
Are you getting enough? Yep, you are getting enough church, you're getting enough school, so it's only a matter of distributing these goods here. We are still under on every single one of the worker and farmer goods, so yeah, this is excellent. And that brought us up above 1,000 again. I do have a commuter pier up here, as I mentioned, so we're also getting workers from this island into the worker pool, which is very important because of the way that I'm building things. So the next two challenges that I'm going to be dealing with, which I think I will deal with off camera, is to build this little colony out a bit more, and then we can start tobacco production on this island here. We can send the tobacco up to the paradise, which means I'm going to have to build some docks down here, but that was part of the plan anyways. and we can make cigars on this island here. Might not be the best idea. I'm going to need more obreros for it.
This land is real.
Yeah, I'm going to need 1,000 obreros. They do want bombins, which do require cotton. Thankfully, a cotton plantation only takes 10 workers, or jornaleros, and the cotton mill also takes 10. Which means that on an island that I haven't built anything, for instance, Rio de Janeiro, I can do a temporary setup with 10 of each. No,
They will
10
never
5.
experience the bliss that comes with progress.
Yeah, I can do 10 5. We don't get any commuter piers in the New World. I think we get that with the next DLC in Season Pass 4. So that'll be interesting. I think we get airship commuter piers down here. But until we have that, I'm going to be absolutely dependent upon having the basics available. One final thing that I probably should mention is that I did set up limitations, like on rum, which we are importing to the old world, and coffee. I have that set, so I have a minimum stock of 100 of each, because I don't want to run out of those down here, given the need for coffee for the obreros, and of course rum for both the jornaleros and the obreros. I am prohibiting them beer. They are getting beer for free currently because of the beer festival. And yeah, it's providing schnapps, beer, rum, and champagne, but it's also giving. Does it do that? Yeah, it definitely does do that down here. No, it doesn't. These are from the specialist. I don't remember what festival it is that gives the. I know one of the festivals give. The cigars listed here. Give these items for free. Why is cigars not listed at all under consumer goods? I have them in stock. That's why. They are not unlocked yet. Right. I'm not going to be bothering with getting beer down here. We can use the new hacienda, which we have in Season Pass 4. I leveled up to 41, so I'm getting more influence. Yeah, I'm up to 287 now. That's thanks to the investors. I'm getting a lot more influence from the investors. And we're also up to 800 in population, so that helps.
Ship constructed.
But yeah, I'm not going to be bothering giving them beer down here. I might use the hacienda to do it. But it's just so pointless. You get 4 happiness and 7 coins. The other thing that I'm not going to get down here is sewing machines. I think sewing machines give like 2 more obreros and a pitiful amount of coins. You see, mostly it's you don't get much from this. You don't really want to build cities in the New World for making money anyways, so. But on that note, I think we are going to wrap up. So I do need to get some oil to this island here. There are some springs on Calaus. I might actually change. The thing is, if I have an oil harbor, I'm going to need a refinery. That takes 75 obreros. This one takes 75, so I have... Yeah, that would work. That's 150. We have 200 of free. I'm going to have to think about this. This island is very inconvenient to build on, to put it mild. It might be easiest to just extract the oil from this island and then send it over here. I definitely do want fuel when I'm dealing with the tobacco farms. So yeah, I'm going to play around a bit with that in between episodes, and if you do have any questions and or comments, then please do leave those in the comment section as per usual. And also, as I infrequently remind you guys, do remember to click that like button, hit that like button, or whatever is the latest and best way to say that, on your favorite Let's Play series videos on YouTube. That doesn't have to be mine, just mentioning. And with that, thank you all so very much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.